everyone, this is Jen Evers, and I want to show you really quickly my setup for PD, because there are some people that are starting that are curious, and other people that just want to see how others set it up, and this might be helpful. So right here, I am actually set up in my craft room. It's where I like to sit, where I like to spend my time. So instead of shoving myself into a room or keeping myself in the bedroom or somewhere where I'm just bound to just be able to just sit, be bored, I've put my masks and my caps here. I've got a little bucket of my hand sanitizer, my Alcavis, which is what I clean the ends of my exchange pieces with, and I've got an extra clamp here, and my little 2x2 gauzes that I use for cleaning, and a couple of masks in here. But I basically use this tote, and I put all my caps in here, and then I keep this nearby. And then for wiping off my surface, I just have this bucket of Lysol things that I buy at my local Target. And then I just use this spot right here on my table. And right next to my table here is where I hook up my exchange bags and my tubes. And this is the IV pole that just stays in here. It's got, let me come around. It's got the scale where I measure how heavy my bags are and what went in, what came out. And this is my mask. I just hang it here and I keep reusing it. And once a week or so, every couple days, I'll replace that. And then I just sit right down here in my big comfy chair in front of my computer where I can sit and do all my crafts and play with all my stuff while I'm doing my exchanges. So when I sit here, this is what I see. I hook up here. It comes down. I got my pajama pants on, but hooks up to me over here. My tube will come to here. Eventually I'll do a video and I'll show you how I do that. But it's pretty simple. You don't need a lot of space. As you can tell, I'm pretty cramped in here. I've got a lot of stuff. But it works for me. So you don't need a fancy room or a lot of room. You just need space to hold your supplies. So I'll show you that next. We are down in my basement, and these are the boxes of solution that I have. I have some that are 2.5%, and then I have some that are 1.5%. And this is after several weeks. I don't use very many 2.5s, so you'll see I have a lot of those. I use mostly 1.5s, and I'm getting another shipment in on the 4th, so there'll be a lot more boxes than this. This is not very many. I'm expecting about 33 more boxes. So this is what, 8, 10, 12? This is 12, and I'm expecting 33 more boxes. So that'll give you an idea of the large wall of boxes that I'll have. But they're in my basement and they are not in my way. Okay, another thing worth mentioning is that once a day or so, because there's 5 bags in each box, and I do 4 a day, I have my husband bring up a box like this and just set it on the dresser, and I use this box for the day. So let me pull one out. This is what a bag looks like. Okay, and let me see if I can set this up so that you guys can see what I do with it. Alright, so there's a notch at the top, and I just tear this bag open and I pull it out. That's what it looks like. Okay, so here's the bag. And all I do is just peel this part of the bag off of that one. And I take off these little tape pieces. And I separate the two, and I just check this bag for the amount, the percent, and the amount, and the expiration date. And then I give it a little squeeze to make sure it's not leaking out the bottom here. And as long as it's clear and I can see through it, then I go ahead and right here next to my bed I put it in my warmer, which is just a heating pad that I got from Target. I tuck that in there and I put the rest of the bag on the top, and then I just go ahead and turn this on. And mine has an automatic shutdown for 2 hours. I figure it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to make it warm enough. And then I just take it out of here and I take it into my craft room and I get set up for my next exchange. The only other thing left that I need are my wipes in the bathroom, just because I like to wipe down my bathroom once in a while. You don't have to do that. Is my blood pressure cuff here. So that'll do my blood pressure and my pulse, and then I can write that down on my chart. And then down here on the floor, of course, is the scale that they give you from Fresenius, and that measures what you weigh in kilos. And so those are the only other two pieces of equipment that you need, and that's a relatively small space in your bathroom. So all in all, you just need a place to store your IV, wherever you're going to sit, where it's comfortable for you, that you can wipe down a surface here and put your supplies on. Maybe a little basket or something to store the things in so that you don't have to run for them all the time. That makes it really easy. And then most of the supplies are stored in your basement or a room in your house that's not in direct sunlight. And then you need a place to warm up your bag, and then a place for your scale in your bathroom, and that's about it. So I hope this shed some light for some of the newbies and some of the people that were interested to see how this all went, and I hope to post a video sometime of me actually hooking up to one when I can get someone to help me with that. So take care, and I'll see you guys next video.